Jesus is initiating this. And he replied, Lord, first let me go bury my father. Oh, poor guy just lost his dad. That's not what's happening there. It can't be. If you're a Jew and your parent dies, it's like the most important event in your life, and you got 3 days to get him in the grave. He wouldn't have even been there. What this is literally saying is, I need for my mom and dad to pass, and then I'll get the inheritance, and then I'll be self-funded, and then I'll go do your will. I'm not ready yet. And Jesus says, what is now even more scathing, let the dead bury their own dead. But you, what are you supposed to do? Go and proclaim the kingdom of God. Still another said, I will follow you, Lord, but first let me go back and say goodbye to my family. I'm just not ready yet. There's coming a time that I will be, but I'm not ready yet. And Jesus replies in verse 62, no one who puts his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom of God. These are tough words to hear, but Jesus makes it very clear that there is a cost to being his disciple. To put it plainly, Jesus says, if you're not willing to sacrifice your life, take up your cross, and follow him, you can't have any part of him.
At the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow. At the name of Jesus, every tongue confess.
What would you be willing to give up to follow Jesus? How desperate would you have to be in order to turn your back on everything and everyone in your life, to lose everything so that you can have Jesus? This is an everyday reality for those that come out of Islam. To leave the religion of Islam is punishable by death. They know it, and their families know it. Everybody knows it. Over the past 12 years, Kathy and I have witnessed former Muslims experience and live out Jesus' exact words in Matthew chapter 10 that literally cost them everything to come to Christ. Sacrifice is a word that brings to mind many ideas and emotions. Christians will often hear that word and they'll think about the endless blood sacrifice that God required to deal with the sins of his people. And then they'll turn their thoughts to the fact that Jesus came to the earth, the ultimate final sacrifice for sin, concluding that as a result of Jesus' sacrifice, no sacrifice is required on my part. But is that really what Jesus taught? Matthew 10, starting in verse 34, Jesus says, don't suppose that I've come to bring peace to the earth. I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring a sword.
In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me.
Hi. Suicide rates are rising rapidly, so most Jesus followers should prepare ourselves for a more active role in preventing suicides. We are on the front line since pros rarely get involved until a foot soldier helps connect people in crisis with trained professionals. E94.org is a Christian ministry dedicated to equipping the church to prevent suicide through free training of foot soldiers to prevent suicide through training, consulting, and resources. Get equipped to give hope and help and confidently refer people to professional counselors. Learn more at e94.org. Thank you.